Let's try this again. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Why is this not very annoying? Well, let's. Hmm. So stupid that I can't get this chat to work anymore. It's so annoying. Uh, to do that. This is very annoying. Let's see. Should've- I just did the easy method. No, that is so stupid. Oh no, no YouTube chat again. We'll fix it later. One day I'll get it fixed. Or I'll just do the cheesy way, but it is what it is. It's very annoying. That is what it is. Oh well. Turn down my music a bit. Here we go. Chat good. It is what I think. I don't hear anything though. Wait, why not? Why do I not hear rock play? Definitely not the reason why. Hmm. Is this picking it up? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, never mind. I'm just, you know, deaf, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's do some decorating. Do I remember what I did before? Not really. Yes. Yes. Hmm? Yes. Yes, this seems to be right. Like there's a fair bit of delay in this true wait. I think. Yeah. Right. Better. Maybe. A little bit. I don't know. Seems quite delayed. Maybe it's not that bad. I'm just talking to myself anyways now, so that's all good. Hmm. What are we doing? We're doing bench over here, and we're doing where table over here? A new one. We haven't done that before, so that's fun. At least I don't remember doing that. I do not have stairs up. There needs to be ladders here, otherwise there's no way to get up. I was already wondering why I didn't place there. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. it's looking good. I think everything should be working, sort of, except for chat, but it is what it is. Let's actually make some stuff. Man, I need more sleep. Wait, let's not do this. Just do this. I think. Do like a little armor stand in this corner. You know what? Actually, we need to do like this. Oh, this is a bit of a weird one. This one's gonna be a bit hard to do logically. We do like a chair here, like couch here. We'll block it off with like a shelf. Right, that could work. We'll do this. Oh, we'll do this. We'll do the kitchen area here. And then, what else? What else? We'll do this here. Probably do a bit of a painting over there. Or dining area. We can do this in the weird dining area. Let's do one chair. No, we'll do this. Bit weird. This one is very awkward, this house. Pretty sure what I'm doing. Honestly, right now. Feels bad. Does not feel right. It's way too close. We do this. Just this. Maybe. Very awkward, this one. This kind of makes sense, but also not really. Such an awkward one, this house. Okay, well, we'll leave it like this for now. I don't know. I'll think about it more or so. I'll do a bunk bed up here. Why not? I don't think we've done that in any of the houses yet, so. Make this the first one. There we go. Alright. What am I doing? Yes, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I did before as well. That's good. Things consistent, sort of. Yeah, we did red in the one next to this. Let's swap it out for yellow again. I don't know. But I keep it randomized somewhat. No, we don't need it. Very bad. Let's do this. We can do like a bit of a desk up here. That could be interesting. One chair here, maybe? They're gonna be no chair. Desk without chair it is. Very nice interiors. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Much appreciated. I mean, given the limitations I'm giving myself, I think they're looking pretty alright. Yeah. I should not be flying through buildings. It's probably pretty nauseating to watch, but yeah, I think you know, given the circumstances. I did a bunk bed before already. Oh, I didn't do the thing right though. I should have done that. Consistency. There we go. Yeah, I did a standing desk here as well. I can do standing desks. It's fine. It says do not fly through building because it can be very nauseating. Proceeds to instantly fly through all the buildings again. Yeah, smart. clever person over here. Can we like send this or something? Only still a bit weird. What if I do like this? Nope. Okay, just break everything. Why not? Sure thing, buddy. Let's try to just ruin the entire build. Why not? It still feels a bit awkward, but I guess it is what it is. What if we round this out? Does that feel okay? No. To the things then. Try to fill the new bookcase with random books. Yeah, I do that regularly, but it's more of a spacing issue. Also, this is kind of. What if we do the ladder in the middle? I haven't done that anywhere, but why not, right? Why not put it here? That's the easiest spot for me. I mean, wouldn't really make a lot of sense if you're sleeping here to have it here. Feels kind of dangerous, right? Like you get out of bed and you just drop down this hole. So maybe not. I need more space. Like, fuck it, I'll do it here. I'll just move everything. It's whatever. Who cares? There you go. Do that. Yeah, exactly. You would fall down the hole guaranteed, right? Like that's just a death trap. At that point, it's just like asking for people to die. We can do like the chair in this corner then now, right? We can do the chair over here. Do the little candles on this side, you know. Wonderful stuff. Very good. Okay, and then we do like a pressure plate or something. We can do like a little painting maybe. I honestly hate placing paintings in this game. I consistently just break everything when I do it. Ah, fuck it. We'll just do that one. I think that one looks fine. I mean, the downstairs is alright here. It's just a bit of an awkward one. It's just not the best one, but let's you know, we can still do like the bookshelf thingy, and then there you go. So, it's okay. We'll put the carpet down, you know, get some carpet going. Hey yo, I was going well. I wanna see the name is confusing. Is it Fehofer? Right, like it's Fey and then Hover, or is it Fever or Pepper? Is it like forever? Maybe that's it. Forever 4. That I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good name though. Thanks, Rabbit. Yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. Guys, make sure to get your own music going though. First one, so it's Fey Hover. Okay, all right, gotcha. I want to do another tripwire hook. Decoration, I guess. You know what we could do? We could actually do like little. Yeah, there we go. Thingy. A little thingy over here, and we can have like a well. You know what else? We can go even crazier. Okay, guys. Um. This is acceptable, right? We can do this. Okay, maybe not that. Never mind. Never mind. I wasn't. Okay, I had an idea, but also I did not want to do that. Let's not burn the place down. I cannot break those. I mean, I can if I do. Wait, let's just do. It's a bit nicer, I think. Is a cauldron plant trick still relevant? I don't think it is. But to be fair, neither am I, or is my building style, right? Like, I cannot really say anything about relevancy when it comes to building styles. You know, I'm ancient, so it is, yeah, I can't really have an opinion on it. we feel like this needs a seating area. It's such a small balcony, right? Like it doesn't really make sense. I think it's more of a like you walk on it balcony, look out, and then you get back in, right? I think that's fine. I think that's okay. We'll call it good for now. Like most things in my life. Next, it's so many. It's so many of them. No, actually, I'm almost done. It's not even not that. It's not even that bad. All right. I'm complaining about nothing. Okay, we can get through this. Let me just copy one and use it here. Do you think one of the houses is similar enough? I can copy it. Right, so we have the thing across the window and the door on that side. I mean, some of these houses are relatively copy paste ish. I think this one is bigger than that one though. Like white? No, it's not, right? No, it's not. It's just bigger in length. I think it's deeper. Just copy it. Yeah, I know, right? But I think none of them, because I think this one is too big to really be copied. But we can still try, see what happens. Okay, well, that's not how you do that. Right, let's see what happens. But I think it's too long. Right, because if I rotate this to be in the right position, see it's like extending outside, so we need to trim something off. For now, let's just only copy this section and then see what happens. Oh, yeah, also, it's kind of in front of the door. It still is, but we can work with this, I guess. We'll shrink the kitchen down and we'll move this over or something. So I might as well have not copied anything. Okay, so copying is not efficient time use. Okay. It does not work. Well, it was a good try. You building all these houses in the flat world, how are you use build map, can you tell? Oh, so basically these are all saved as structure files, right? And then using data pack related stuff, basically the roads get placed, and these basically tell you, hey, if there's space here, and if it roll a random building to be placed, right? So it's in the end, it's technically the roads that place the houses, and the roads are placed together, right? Like the roads tell each other to be placed, right? So they lead into each other. And then what places the village is the village center, basically, right? So this gets placed first, and then from here, everything else will basically generate. That's how it normally works. And these are like the old Minecraft roads. Like this is how Minecraft does it. This are mine, but I'm still working on these as well, right? I'm not fully happy yet with how they work. And as you can see, I haven't gotten started on the town centers, city centers, whatever you want to call them. So I still need to do those. But that's basically what it comes down to. Do you put any loot table chests inside the house? Yes, but I still need to update most of them. So any chest in the houses will have loot in them, right? But they just need to be updated. Because most of them are not. Currently they're like empty. But they will be like randomized loot inside the chests. We figured out how to do that a little while ago. So now that I know how to, I'll be using it more. It was just a bit of a challenge to figure out how to do it. I couldn't do it for the life of me for a while, and then somebody helped me figure it out, and then it was fine, and all was good. And everyone was happy, and everyone started clapping, right? That's how it goes. Little Nook Nook. Actually, we'll do this. Vanilla Loot or custom one. I'm currently using Vanilla Loot. I don't, like, the whole goal of this project right now is just recreating the vanilla structures with just updating them to look a lot nicer, right? Almost too nice, right? Like a little bit overkill, but or at least some are a bit overkill, not all of them. I think the bigger structures are a little bit less overkill. I think the villages might be a bit overkill in design, like they might be a bit over designed, but who's gonna stop me, right? But so yeah, that's what basically is going on, right? And then what was I talking about? Oh my god, I have where was that going? Yeah, so um most of the stuff I'm making is gonna be like as simple as possible. Like I don't want to update too many mechanic related stuff, right? I want to focus on the designs of it, right? Not necessarily the mechanics of it. And of course, I will end up touching a bit of both, right? When you're doing it, you're gonna eventually run in doing both, but I want to focus more on one than on the other. So that's what I'm saying. Also, guys, make sure to put on some music for yourself, right? If you want to have some additional tunes in the background, because YouTube is difficult with music, and I don't want to deal with the struggle of that, right? Because I am a little too lazy. It's gonna be too dark up here. Might be light level 0, but I think yeah, we currently have skylight. Wait, times at night, right? And then let's see. Oh yeah, block light is 0. Okay, yeah, we need some kind of lighting up here. Well, just thingy candles. Do these things just not create any light? Am I just stupid? I thought these would create a lot more light. Oh, did they create more light if there's... Oh, they create more light if there's more of them. That makes sense. Wait. Time set day. Let me check your set. I didn't fully understand how to do it. If you can explain one more time. I know basically how to use the structure block, but never for... Okay, so this doesn't rely mostly on structure blocks. It relies more on the jigsaw blocks, which are these, right? And jigsaw blocks, like the name kind of implies, basically it puzzles the whole entirety of the structure together. So if I were to go over here right now, like I placed a few earlier, what it will do is it will place the structure, which is the town center, right? And then that town center has a few jigsaw blocks in it that would tell it to kind of generate more stuff, right? So in this case, this town center has like 2 pathways, which tell it to, make another pathway over there and make another pathway over there. And those pathways will in turn have jigsaw blocks that tell it to place houses, right? So if you look over here, right, the town center basically, too fast. The town center will tell it to place a street, right? Which is basically this. It says, hey, from this target pool, place a street here, right? And then streets will, in return, have this in there, which tells it to, hey, if you find, or if you can place a house here, right? And then the houses have their own jigsaw blocks in front, right? These, to say, hey, this is a house and this is where you need to connect it together. That's how it decides to connect it, because it always places like the jigsaw blocks face to face, right? It will always force them to touch. I hope that explains it a bit better. If not, just look into jigsaw blocks if you're curious, because I'm also by no means an expert, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind. But it can go very complex. You can do some very cool, intricate stuff with it. And there's a lot of systems in place as well. So yeah, if you're interested, just check out some stuff. You can check my videos on it as well, right? If you haven't already, but I don't really go into a lot of detail. But if you want to see people go into more detail, there's definitely channels out there that like deep dive into cool stuff, and I recommend checking those guys out, right? Because yeah, like I said, I am not nowhere near an expert on all of this, nor am I the person to go to for like difficult questions. So yeah, I could not help you. You know, I would love to, but I could not. Still need to find a better pathway system or color texturing, because I do not like the color of the pathways here. I do think maybe we should just do this, but because I had stone pathways before, but with the stone houses, it's just too much. It's too much of the same thing. But it's a bit tricky. I don't know. We can try. Do we want to? Let's test it. Why not? Who doesn't like a bit of going off script? I need to go. No, it doesn't matter, right? No, it doesn't. Totally understand, but need to try by myself. Do you have any recommendations for the like videos or something? Can search it. I mean, my biggest recommendation is the guy I use myself. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Using coarse rooted dirt for the paths. Yeah, I'm. Wait, let me just try. First, let's just try the basic, right? Replace double replace mud with pots. What is it? Dirt pot? Grass pot? Dirt pot, right? Yeah. Yeah, really. Hello? Am I. What did I do wrong? It's not called mud, is it? That's what I'm doing wrong. It's packed mud. See, I'm too old for this. I don't know the names of the new. That was a mistake. Right, well, now we need to move this all up again. That's fun. Also, welcome Auber, Allbear. You know, whatever. You get to pick whatever makes more sense. You guys gotta pick easier names. Or I just need to be be less stupid when it comes to names. Maybe that's it. If you use perv neighbor overall, the other one. That's a good thing to know. You should have told me sooner. How long has that been in the game? Or I guess in World Edit in this case. Because I did not know, and I've been using World Edit since 2013 or something like that, or like 14. So that's, you know, that's a bad look on me. I don't know what that is. Grass. Is that a hello? Is that a what's that supposed to mean? Is it German? Could be German. Looks German. Could also just be a hello. If that's the case, then hi. Uh, okay, I'm even more confused now. You're not helping your case. Uh, just delete the other comments. Wait, why is your text showing up? Wait. What? Why is it showing what you typed on stream, but nobody else's? What? How? Wait. Is it just suddenly working now? Or is it yeah? Okay, now it is working. Sure, you know, it only takes like half an hour for it to start working. High as in high at as in random medieval language. How am I supposed to know that, Grass? Come on, man. Like what? Okay, yes. Also, chat is back, guys. We did it. We fixed it. And when we fix it, I mean, Grass started talking and it suddenly started working. What do you mean nobody else was talking? Don't be like that. So rude, man. That's just mean. That's so mean, guys. Please tell him he's wrong. Please tell him he's stupid for even considering that to be the case. I have fans or something. I have people that watch my stuff for some I don't know confusing reason. You're the confused one. Why are you confused? Don't worry. Whatever I say, it's probably a lot of rambling. So you know, it's probably my fault. Birth command. I don't need birth command now because I'm updating the concrete powder. Brown concrete powder with first dirt. Right. Right. We'll also go into randomizing this later, guys. Well, like right now I did it manually, right? Like the thingy, but we'll do it with the processors later. for those who actually know what a processor is and actually care. If you watched my last video, you should know what a processor. So you'd be self-reporting if you say you don't know what a processor is. Be a massive self-report. I'm hip. I play Among Us. I know what that means. uh, doesn't actually have the most of the world edit. Yes, but there's some stuff I still prefer to do with world edit. I don't know. Some stuff I find it chill to do it with world edit. Yeah, I'm a bit old fashioned like that. Play structure playing. Yeah, I mean these roads are definitely better than using that or using the stone. I'm just not always the biggest fan of the coarse dirt. I think it's a bit aggressive versus like the dirt pods, right? Like the contrast is a bit extreme. Also between like the grass and then the coarse dirt and then the pods. And I think it works alright in this village. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of there's already a lot of brown and stuff in here, but I think world edit. I'm stupid. Well, that is mostly used for small edits. Axiom is better at it. Yeah, exactly. Or like Axiom is good with like the movement tools, right? Like the copying, the moving stuff. But replacing blocks, I just prefer using world edit still. I think it's just faster or easier for me at least. I mean, the pad looks pretty smooth. It's just I don't know. It's like a little too messy or something. It feels like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm overthinking things. What about packed mud for paths? Isn't that what I used before? Yeah, that's the instead of the but I basically did that, but then with brown concrete, I guess, instead of coarse dirt, which is like tomato. I don't like the path mud for this. I think it's the combination of like it's being too close to the roofs here, right? Like it's too close in color. And I also use it for like these fence things. So I think it's too much of the same material in a way, right? And I use it in the chimneys a bit as well, right? So it's things start blending together a bit too much. That's my issue with it. Packed melon brown mushroom block sound. See, you're new here, Amber. Auber. That's the name. I want to say Amber. I don't know why, man. Like, it's the W is messing me up. Anyhow, you're clearly new here because if you weren't, you knew I'm not allowed to use decorative blocks just for the sake of decoration because I want things to kind of make sense in vanilla Minecraft, right? So sadly enough, there are some limits to that, right? Like I'm using some fences and trapdoors for decoration as well as like the whatever this is, the shelf blocks, right? So I'm like overstepping a little bit, but not too much, right? There's a limit to it. And using things like natural blocks like mushrooms, right? It's basically against the limit I'm setting myself. Oh, I'm happy it makes sense. That's good. Mojang would improve that. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Mojang would approve any of this, but what do I know? I'll ask them. I'll send them a nicely worded email. Be like, hey guys, do you agree? Do you agree with how this is looking? No, what would you do different? Maybe I should ask them for some advice. Maybe they have some good ideas. Who knows? I mean, they're definitely working on an end update, right? So they must have some creative ideas. Did I even include a painting anywhere in here? I did not. We should have that little painting here, right? Gotta spruce up the place. I wanted to make a very bad joke, and I'm gonna not do it. These his look cool. I assume you mean houses, right? That's my interpretation of his say. But hey, I could be completely wrong. First of all, I don't know how to write, and I don't know how to read, and I don't know how to type. So I can't blame you for either misspelling something or actually spelling something correctly, and I'm just not understanding. Either one could basically always be true at any given moment. Like mouse, mice, house is a get it? No, I don't get it. Grass, I am stupid. But like I'm trying to explain this in the nicest way possible. Um I am a dummy, all right? Like you gotta act like I'm a 5-year-old, you know, when you tell me stuff like this. That'd be heist then when you're with your are we debating this now? Are we actually but actually in fact you're wrong. Yeah, grass. You're stupid, you know. You got it completely wrong. You completely fumbled the ball there. How could you not have realized that it should have been what was it again? Ice, I guess. I read the message and thought he was talking about my profile picture because the character name is. Wait, what is your profile picture? Can I see this? I'm checking your channel now. Right, that does not help me. I have no idea who that is. I assume it's from something. That's my best guess. Did I get it right? Was that close? I hope I got at least somewhat close with assuming it's from something, right? I think that's like a pretty decent guess here. Can't be that bad of a guess. I really gotta stop forgetting to place like half of the things I wanna place in these buildings, right? Like I keep going back and being like, did I do this thing over there? I don't think so. Yeah, right. I think that was pretty close. So this is the point where you actually tell me where it's from, right? Where the character's from. Like you gotta educate me. How else am I gonna learn? You know? How else will I get smarter? I think this is great. Should we just do this painting here, guys? I think this is actually really good. Really good design choice. I'm gonna leave that there. I think that's actually perfect. Nothing weird about that. What color? We're doing red, yes. What are you laughing about, grass? I don't see an issue. Yeah, right? Like, it's, you know, that way I don't have to make the walls look nice. It's a perfect solution. Do the little desk key thing, whatever. You know, these houses are kind of weird, man. I have to say, if you think about it a bit too much, you're gonna be a bit confused about the design choices that these people make. But you know, villagers are not that smart, right? So you know, it's okay. You just have to cut them some slack. What issue? Yeah, exactly. What you're talking about? I didn't see anything wrong with this. Right, fix this. Hmm. We like kind of cute, and we do like brick. No, of course not. Of course not. Why would that? Why would that work? Kind of a bit too similar in color. That's kind of cute. Sure, we get that. No, it's the down floors is pretty open. It's only the sleeping quarters are a bit claustrophobic. But you get a little Timmy and John Smith need a nice place to sleep, right? Like divorced dad, you only have so much space in your house, right? Like you're just a poor villager. Like cut him some slack, man. He's trying. He's trying his best. Why you gotta act like this? Raz, why are you putting John in this tough spot? He's already feeling bad about the whole situation, you know? Making things worse for him. Some people. One singular book, right? Like, John is pretty poor. Who's John? John owns the house. Clearly, right? Like, I mean, somebody lives here, right? So I'm saying it's John. And John is very upset with you now. After you made fun of his, like, claustrophobic upstairs. It's not his fault. I don't know, guys. It's late. I woke up very early this morning. Actually, I had the worst day getting to the office. It was so bad, in fact, I never made it to the office. I woke up, got dressed, did my usual breakfast stuff, and then I got to the train station, got my first train, right? Or actually, the first train was already canceled, so I got the train after, which is a little bit later, so it's fine, right? Like I'll be like 10 minutes late in the office, right? So I get to my next station, right? Next station is fine. About the interior size of the house, but a real home just needs a crafting table next to a furnace. Exactly correct. That's all you need. That's why I don't include them in any of the houses. Um, having said that, back to the very relevant, very interesting story about how I got stuck, or sort of. So I take the train, pass my usual second stop, and then go to wherever I need to switch trains. Right, almost get there, and then they're like, "Hey, yeah, we're canceling this train from going forward because we got a they had a collision. Right, the train ahead of us hit a person or pedestrian, whatever you want to call it." So that train got stopped like wherever it was. And then eventually it returned. So I went back with that, trying to take another route, which also didn't work because everybody was trying that because there were massive issues now. And yeah, I clicked a random hole in the wood. It's the thinker, right? Like it's not my fault. But yeah, then I go back to my home station again, right? Because I basically went all the way back. So I got back to my home station, and there were a billion people there, and I was like, okay, I'll try to get one more train. Did not happen. Like that train was so full, it was not realistic. Like half of the people couldn't even get in. So at that point, I said, all right, like if I'm still gonna try and get to the office, I'll be there at like 11 instead of 9 o'clock. I was like, okay, no, this is not gonna happen. So I decided to work, but still had to wake up at 6 for that. So that was fun, Basically, woke up at that time for nothing at all. So yeah, exciting stuff. That was my story. I just wanted to share it. Yeah, yeah, that was rough. That was fun. I hope the person is doing well though. I hope nothing too bad happened. I don't know. It's always it's a more common thing than you would like, right? So my complaining aside, right? Like I don't hope the person actually got hurt. Just want to make that very clear. I'm not that evil of an individual. But I'm afraid it was probably more so attempted. The thing. I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, or this stream will get demonetized. But you know what I mean when I say attempted, right? Like I mean, I don't think the next thing has to follow it up. I think it's pretty clear. Don't think I have to explain myself. Yeah. All right. So back to the video game. What are you guys working on? Any cool projects anyone is working on? Anyone making some cool stuff? Being a proper, you know, whatever making Minecraft stuff is. I guess Minecrafter, but that's kind of still sounds kind of, guys. I don't want to be rude. If you consider yourself a Minecrafter, that's okay, but that's kind of sounds stupid. Just saying. What do we do here? Do we do a little chest? Do a little chest? We'll just do a little chest, whatever. What color bed did I use? Red again? Sure, we'll do red. Red carpet. There we go. Very nice. Little small one. I don't remember what block that was. I'm just gonna assume that's correct. It's coarse dirt, right? So it has to be. Yeah, okay. Otherwise it would have been a pad block. Alright, never mind. Yeah. All good. All good, guys. Easy. Does the data pack have custom loot? I forgot. No, it does not have custom loot tables. I'm debating if I might ever add some, but I have not decided to do it yet. And I'm not necessarily planning to. I hate my life every time. The worst part is I'm actually gonna remove the gravel as well, right? Wow, Rabbit being very aware of the situation, just answering for me, helping me out over here when people ask stupid questions. I mean, I mean, all good, grass. You didn't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a stupid question. Stupid questions don't exist, right? It's what your teacher would tell you, right? Off before you are gonna ask a stupid question. Kind of how that goes. At least that's how it felt like to me, right? That's my experience with questions in life. I don't think it needs custom loot, but if you add any, it should be a little for too far from vanilla. Maybe just add a few. Yeah, I mean maybe I'll think about it, but more importantly, guys, I need video concepts, man. I am so stuck on what to do. I actually here. Wait, let me show you something. I was working on something. This is I might have broken it before I started streaming, and fixing it's gonna take a while. Yeah, unlucky, guys. I forgot I broke it. Anyhow, as you can clearly tell from this example, I was actually working on updating the trees, right, and like replacing vanilla trees with new trees. But yeah, it's wait, let me. I have a screenshot. All right, I have a screenshot. What's the easiest way for me to show this? I don't really have a stream overlay set up for this situation, guys. Don't be mean, guys. It's ignore that. You didn't see that. Let me just show you the thingy. How do I share this screenshot? Okay, wait. Add a image. Okay, and then browse images. This is such a bad way to do this. I am a good streamer, guys. I'm very experienced. Here, look at that. Right, you're seeing this, right? And how do you do the cool font, grass? That's impressive. Right, so I was updating, the vanilla trees with custom trees, and it kind of works, right? So this is unmodded, right? This is with a data pack, but it doesn't really work. So yeah, it's all good. It is very broken, or there's some major issues. Let's just put it that way. So that video is killed basically, right? Like I might include it like for a second in my structure video, but making it into a separate video, that's done. Yes, it's cool, but it's also not functional at all. Like I can go into the details why if you guys want to know, but just trust me on the fact it's not functional, right? It would by no means be survival friendly. So, and it would also not really work with all tree types as well. There will be some major issues. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But like I said, if you guys want to, know more details, you can ask. But it's a pretty intense, or not intense, a bit of a complicated topic, right? So it would be pretty hard to explain. But yeah, if you want to know more, you can always ask. Are you guys listening to any music at all? If so, let me know, right? Like, new songs are always a good thing. Always nice to learn more songs. Never a bad thing. Where are the balconies? I think there's like one house within. Yeah, so it's just this. That's fine. And we do like a bit of moss here. There we go. Wow, look at that. Very cool. It's still so much work, guys. Oh my god. AC/DC, Nirvana and Kiss. Wow, very classy. I mean, they're massive bands for a reason, right? They make good music. I mean, although if you were to ask me to name any of their songs, I don't think I would be able to at all. So, that's on me. You listen to video game music? Any recent games you've been very listening a lot to? I know a friend of mine has been listening a lot to the Hollow Knight soundtrack, but well, oops, letting that go. Yeah. Wow, I can start a Q&A. That's so cool. Very useful stuff, YouTube. It's not like we're not already doing Q&As anyways. But yeah, okay, whatever. Special feature. What buildings am I still missing? These, I guess, right? Still need to do 4 buildings. Oh my god, guys, this village is never gonna get done. There's also another major issue with this village, which I won't get into right now. But yeah, there's some issues with the generation, which is fun. I mean, I can go into it. It's actually pretty easy to explain, but only if you guys want to hear me ramble about stuff Mojang does, which I find very annoying, right? Like, because I can go on rambling for a while, quite a while, when it comes to that, very long while. Right. So, guys, should I do more streams? How often should I stream? Also, a very important question. There's a few people that show up regularly, and we're kind of like 50% here to hear you ramble. So, I mean, yeah, fair enough. But some rambling is more useful than other rambling. The rambling about how when you use natural blocks in your like tough and stone and andesite in your terrain, it can get overwritten in during world generation with other naturally spawning blocks. So what happens is you have your these blocks, right, just suddenly be like either can be dirt, stone, or whatever. No, it has to be a process that generates later. So stone probably no, but dirt possibly yes, because you have it underground, right? Like you have pockets of dirt. And same goes for like granite, andesite, diorite. So yeah, you suddenly just have your house be half diorite where it should be andesite or something, right? That's very cool stuff. And I don't know why it does that. It's very stupid. And even when I push it to be the last thing in world generation, it still does it. It actually happens to the ants, the stronghold as well. So I still need to fix it there as well, which is yeah, fun stuff. Very cool. Gotta love it when a game does that. I mean, the fix, probably the easiest fix would be changing those blocks with just any random block that you want, and then using a processor to then play or change it into another block. Because that process will probably happen afterwards. That's what I would assume, but I'm not 100% sure on it. I still need to test it. So it's not a guarantee, but I would assume that would fix it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. Because you can say when something should spawn like order wise, right? Like you can adjust its spawn order in a way. So say like certain features can spawn before other features. You have some control over that. But so far, changing it to be like the last thing that spawned didn't fix it, or I did it wrong, which is also plausible, right? Like I'm not gonna say I'm a genius that can't have that happen to, but I'm also a genius that can't have that happen to. So it's it's a bit crazy. What? Okay, guys, you gotta pick. This is another church that needs to be done still. This is a second library thingy that needs to be done still. We still need to do this butcher. Some video talking about this in 3 features. Oh, really? And it's 3 feature? That's okay. I don't know. I'll ask him. I can ask him as well if he knows a fix. Um, I got his DMs. It's fine. Or we have a toolsmith that needs to be done. So yeah. Anyhow, oh wait, we can do the cool feature. Uh, engage with your audience. Start a poll. Add options. Toolsmith. If I spell it wrong, you can. Okay. It's not my problem. Uh, Butcher Library Church. Start poll. Okay. Do you guys want to see being built? Why does it show the poll like that as a chat message? That's very weird. Also, what it's so glitched. What's happening? Okay, never mind. Okay. It's fine. It's not very okay, never mind. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'll check in on that problem later. I'll get it fixed before the actual thing is the project is finished. But as some of you are very aware, it's not done yet. There's still a lot to be done. It's not even close. It's so much work still. But oh well. Yeah, so these three, we already have a version of all of these, right? So this is the church. We have a library already, which is this one, right? But this village just has multiple versions of these, right? So this village has two churches, it has two libraries, and it has two butchers, because this is already a butcher as well. So those are duplicate buildings, and then the toolsmith is not, I think. Because I think this is an armorer. Yes, there we go. I was correct. I'm so smart. But it's looking like library is winning. Might just be because there's like 3 active people watching, but hey, could be worse. Could be zero. What do you guys think as well? I did like a multi-stream like YouTube Twitch once. Do you think it's better for me to multi-stream? Should I try that again? Do you think that's a good thing? Because I noticed I checked my Twitch today and I suddenly had like 12 more people following me on Twitch than I had before. Even though I have not streamed since. So it's clear that people still go to my channel and also check out my Twitch anyways. So it might be worth to invest in multi-streaming again, but love to get your opinions as well as like video ideas, guys. Please, I need help. I need something. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. I don't have any ideas. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I get one video that is decently well, and suddenly I'm stuck in having to actually come up with stuff and actually try and do things. Bad. I need good clickbait, guys. Give me some good clickbait titles. You don't even have to come up with a concept. Just give me a very stupid clickbait title, and then I'll come up with a concept around it or something. YouTube because of AdBlock Premium, surely Premium. I mean, weren't they indeed planning something where Premium might also still get ads again? I assume that's what you're referring to in that statement. I think I heard something in regards to that. That would be funny. You should play like you should play a school game. Grass, you're absolutely fucking useless. What is that? No, that's what is this comment? Wait, how? It's so unhinged. It's the first message you sent the entire stream, and that's what you say. Don't be mean to grass. No, no, no. I don't like grass. It hurts my feet. When I walk on it. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. But also, this guy. It's only Minecraft videos I've clicked on in the past month, other than builds. And scroll up. What? Offended grass noises. Grass don't make noises. Grass. Don't worry. There's no such thing as grass noises. Only in movies. Unscrollable title. Like, how who makes that content though? I have to know. Like, to read, please tell me who makes content where they're like explaining political things that went down, or like just generally news things that went down in Minecraft. That is insane to me. If I hit grass in the valley, he will surely make a noise. You don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe grass has no sense of pain. You have no idea. There's people that have that, right? So I've seen it on the house, so that must mean it's true. Minecraft misfortunes. Wait, I want to see this. Wait, let me check. Let me see this. It's also like they have 4 videos. This is great. They have 4 videos. One is indeed like related to Charlie Kirk, and then we have 9/11 explained in Minecraft. We have JFK assassination explained in Minecraft, and we have OJ Simpsons, and the views keep going downhill. Can be heard by the naked ear as well as the fact that grass makes a noise when moving around or being moved. No, 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 but it's not the grass that's making the noise, it's the wind that's doing it. That's how that works. uh, surely that's how it works. And I finished this poll as the end poll. There we go. It's good stuff. I just love that Charlie Kirk video got like 300k views. That is crazy. That is so insane. It's also just 3 minutes. What is there also to explain about it, right? Like he just literally got assassinated. It's actually tragic. Not that I, have politically wise, I'm not gonna speak on it, but did not deserve to be shot at all, right? Why only me vote for the toolsmith? I don't know. You chose wrong, I guess. You're just a pleb. You're not part of the sheeple. You want to be too different. That's the issue. They did a play by. They did a play by. That's unhinged, man. If you read, that's honestly unhinged. I don't know what to say about it. Like that. That is crazy. But they did a play by play. That's so crazy. Like maybe it's okay in the video, but just hearing you say it like that sounds so unhinged to me. Am I the only one, guys? Like, am I the crazy one here? Mommy said I'm not everyone. I mean, yes, you definitely are not everyone. I'm not sure if you should be happy about that, but hey, that's up to you. It's your own choice. Feel how you want to feel. I need to make a house, guys. I have not started anything. I played 1 block. I'm such a fast builder, don't you? Don't you think? Right? Like I place like 1 block a minute. So that's how we do things. All right. I assume that Crow is supposed to be a bro. Crash, you really need to get better at typing stuff, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like I love you as an individual, but your typing sucks. It's worse than mine, and that says a lot, right? Like because mine is not good at all. Right? It's bad, very bad. But I shouldn't. No, no. I should actually be very nice to you because you're actually getting me money from like the few cents of ad revenue. So my bad. Sorry, I apologize. Now you just need to get better at understanding Gen Alpha slang. Stress. How old do you think I am? All right, like let's play this game. Don't and nobody check it. Nobody check my socials. It should say it somewhere. I think so. Don't check my socials. I wanna get honest guesses here. That master shirt. B isn't even right next to the C. That is also true. Yes. 47. 47. Can we remove the 5? Then you're kind of close, grass. Roughly 526. But that's the amount of time I've spent waiting to get this life. But I just mean after I was born. Between 9 and 900 is also pretty accurate, actually. Right? Like that's honestly true. I can't say you're wrong. I just like that nobody actually guesses seriously. Like no, you're all just memeing on me. What am I doing? I need to make a library. Okay, between 9 and 900 is kind of diabolical though. I am actually quite proud of you guys. Nobody said 67, which is, I would have guessed most of you would say that. Around 20. I would go a little bit like higher in that guess, like go more around the other number, and then you're more accurate, right? Like I'm more closer, a lot closer to the other one. Grass is actually very close. You're only 1 year off. And in like a couple of months, you're actually correct. I fought the urge. Yeah, to read. I honestly expected it from you most of all, for sure. How are you saying 27 after I said grass was off by a couple of months? Like, that's on you. We'll make this library. We'll do the calcite. Actually, calcite. Let's steal a wall from somewhere else very quickly, kind of for reference, because it's been a while since I built these things. 28. Wow, like the first time they talked and they got it right instantly. Press, how are you off by a few months when I said like you'll be right in a couple of months. You guys just don't actually listen to anything I say, right? Like you're actually not listening. Which I mean I get it. Like I would not listen to my ramblings as well, but it kind of hurts. It hurts a teeny tiny bit. But yes, I have played Minecraft more than half my life, which is also kind of crazy. Ooh, that one actually hurts a bit as well. Saying that out loud kind of hurts. And it's only gonna get worse, right? Like every year it's gonna get more. Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, at least I'm making like a couple of cents a month from playing Minecraft now. So that's a victory, right? Like that's we're doing well. €9 a month, like that's good money. Definitely deserved as well, right? Like a great quality content creator over here. So can't say I didn't earn it. Hmm. What am I doing? Is this too small? Maybe this is too small. But I am planning to kind of do this, right? We get like a extra area here. Hmm. Like so. I did not use the right tool. It's fine, whatever. All right. Also, when I kind of get this one somewhat done-ish, guys, it's also gonna be end stream. It's getting somewhat late-ish, and I wanna still be able to chill a bit more tonight before going to bed. So, how long have you been playing Minecraft? I started originally in 2013. I think beta 1.7.3, if I recall. I did a little video on it. Like my first video back to doing YouTube stuff was related to it a little bit. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of years of Minecraft. I think that's why a lot of my build style is also still a bit old fashioned, right? Like a lot of the things I do are a bit old school style of building, which some people like, some people might not. I don't know. What am I doing? I need to. Yeah. Okay, that's how. We'll do this. But yeah, it's a fair amount of years of Minecraft. To be fair. Do you ever do organics? Because if you did, you could recreate the Hello Cry meme and you wouldn't get confused when someone says sorry, Crow. Hello Crow. Wait, sorry, Hello Crow. I said cry. Hello Crow. I don't. Do I wanna? I'm not gonna do a video on making memes in Minecraft, right? Like honestly, actually, that sounds pretty good. It sounds like pretty good clickbait, but I'm not gonna spend days making memes in Minecraft. I'm not gonna steep to that level. Think of the ad row. Yeah, but that's only assuming it actually does well. Otherwise, it's just a lot of time and energy spent on making memes in Minecraft, right? Like you gotta understand the buckle, right? Money. Just fun, but I'm still not that good at. I mean, to be fair, I started being a builder like right from after like the alpha. No, wait, after what is it? The adventure update came out, right? Like the moment the adventure update came out, so we got creative mode, is when I started getting into build, and I have basically only played the game as a builder ever since, right? Here's this. Yes, money though. Good argument. I can't really argue against money. Oh yeah, this house was also quite interesting. I still need to fix this, or like decide what to do with this. We just not have a basement. I could also just not include the basement, but then where do they sleep? Then I need to still come up with a sleeping area. The true guys, the money though. Think of the children. Wait, what? No, that makes no sense. Also, as a Minecraft YouTuber, that's a sentence I should not be saying because I already feel the allegations coming, right? Like that's. You said you started around 2013, but creative mode was editing. Like, no, am I stupid? Wait, am I actually that stupid? Wait, let me check. Minecraft Anchor. Wait, maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. Huh. I'm wrong. What I meant to say is I started when I was 13. Uh, there you go. That's the confusion there. You're absolutely right. Think of the children if you're a Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah, you should not be thinking of the children as a Minecraft YouTuber. Yep, you're right. The moment I said it, I noticed the mistake, but it's too late for that now. Please don't clip it and use it against me in like 10 years or something. Whenever somebody comes up with some random allegations. Thanks, I'd appreciate it, guys. Grass, you're not dokes. I don't know what that means. You guys gotta stop using language I don't understand. I feel so left out. Or maybe I should just learn the language so I understand. That's also. But that sounds like so much work. Honestly, though, it sounds like a lot of work. I think I'm good. Okay, he doesn't know either. Great, let's go. I'm not the only stupid one. Yeah. Good, good. All right. Oaks is a character from Dexter. Wait, is Dokes the other police officer that is onto him or something? I know very little about Dexter. Wait, that is Dexter, right? Dexter's the one with the serial killer, right? I shouldn't have to double check this. Menotok review base is stupid. They have to be stupid. True. You gotta cater to your audience. That's right. And honestly, looking at the chat right now, you guys are all very dumb. So, I mean, we'll see if we keep this. When blank, but you can't prove it meme. Wait, let me check this meme. So out of the. Okay, well, I'm so out of it, guys. I'm so sad. uh, okay. Okay, I'm looking at the meme now, guys. I'm looking at it. So it is that guy. So I was right about the character. All right, that's good. It seems like a terrible meme. I don't know. I don't think it's funny, but I feel like such a boomer, guys. It's so bad. And the worst part is when I check my video statistics, like most of you should be old as well, right? Like half of my viewer base is supposed to be like 25 to like 35 or something. So that's like my age. So are those people just not watching? I guess those people don't watch the stream because they're actual adults and have something better to do. I mean, I get it. Right? Never mind. I see what's happening. I get it. I shouldn't have brought it up. It's a terrible meme. Yeah. Okay. Good. Happy to know. Then why bring it up, man? If you know it's a terrible meme, why bring it up? Streams are for the unemployed. That is kind of true. Yes. Can't really argue with that. Yeah. But guys, hey, I'm 24. See, 24 is not that old, not an actual functional adult yet. You gotta at least be 25. They probably either don't watch the streams or they're lying about their age using a parent's account. Until she's been 24. No, but like, there's no way half of my viewer base is lying about their age and using their parents' account, right? Like, there's no way, right? Right? Please tell me that's not what's happening here. Please, please tell me that's not how it works. I don't wanna be the guy that I like my viewer base being like 20 plus. I think that's or around that age, right? Like, I think that's better. It's it's contradictory, but that would require intelligence. True. In my opinion, a fully grown adult is after 30 years old. Okay, so I'm not considered a fully grown adult yet. That's great. That's good to know. Tell that to the Minecraft YouTubers that were under 30. I think they would have been happy for you to tell the state that they're not a fully grown adult yet. I think that's a very bad take, man. that take can be very twisted. You should reconsider. You should really reconsider that take. Uh, saying stuff like I think anyone below 30 is not considered a fully grown adult yet. It sounds like something certain somebody would say. Yeah, you should regret it. Like there's a group of individuals that might use that excuse, and I would not want to associate with that if I were you. So you know I think there's like about 3 million pages of documents that you want to check before you want to make such statements, right? Just to be sure that you're well aware of what it all means. And your Minecraft YouTube yes, actually, right? Be like, yeah, but your brain isn't fully grown until like 25, so it's it's my brain wasn't ready yet. It wasn't good yet. That'd be terrible. Uh, yeah, that's good takes, guys. I think we're having solid conversations over here. This stream is gonna get demonetized after upload. I just know it. That's I just can't wait for this video to be demonetized or stream or what. You know what I mean. I don't have to. I don't have to explain this to you guys. You understand language, maybe, somewhat. All right, we're gonna do like 7 more minutes. Then it's like 9:15 for me, and then I'm gonna call it there, guys. We finished the interiors on these, so that's good. So it's progress, I guess. But there's still a lot to be done on these, so I might stream again like later this week, maybe even tomorrow again already. I don't know. I am off on Fridays and the weekends, so I have time. But I also need to work on like new videos and new stuff. Talking about that, seeing as I like being absolutely distracted when I work on stuff. Any preferences, guys, for the next video? What structure, like what bigger structure I should be doing? Yes, exactly. I don't understand language. Which country am I from? You should be able to tell by the accent. We're gonna make it a guessing game. As a legal disclaimer, the fact that this stream is demonetized is everyone else in this chat's fault, other than mine, despite my first message. Yes, yes, you did not start this, Turi. Don't worry, it's not your fault. You were just here on accident. You so happened to be here, but it clearly was not your fault. I know, it's okay. Don't worry. But yeah, guys, which big structure? You get a chance that not many people get, right? Like you get to live impact my choices. Yeah, exactly. I don't have frontal lobe developed. I'm gonna use that, man. I don't know where or when, but I will steal that. I was actually considering the mine shafts. Yes, I've been considering those for a while. It's one of the two I've been considering for a while now to start doing. I think the mine shafts would be kind of interesting to do. But I should then also try to make them maybe a bit biome specific, which is a bit of work, but not a bigger structure, but you should do the pillager outposts. I mean, yeah, pillager outposts could also be interesting. As it's not, it shouldn't take that long. It's these bits that might actually take the longest, right? Finding something cool with that and making it work functionally. Because I don't know what the hell this is, but it's weird. Set up very ugly. I assume these spawn these, but yeah, like why that cost us? I don't know. It needs more texture. But yeah, Mineshift is definitely I was definitely considering this one for a while already. And now that I done the stronghold raid, I think there's a lot of similarities there which I can draw from, like how I did the stronghold to make the Mineshift a bit better as well. So there's definitely I think definitely good potential for the Mineshaft. I just loved how this structure looks, by the way, if it's not loaded properly. Look at all the wool. Isn't that cool? And you see none of it. Honestly, it could have actually been pretty cool to include some like wool broken banners on the walls. I maybe I should rethink that. Oh yeah, the ancient city bastion trial chambers are fucking massive, man. They are so big. I am very worried about. I mean the trial chamber is gonna be fine. I think I can ease a lot of these because some of these are just very copy paste. So approaching it a bit differently might help, right? Um Because yeah, I mean, some of these stuffs is just very similar. Oh yeah, it's a zombie phase. It's a breeze phase, which spider phase. There's other ways to make this easier. I feel like you should make. What do you mean you should make the ancient city in hardcore? That's not how this works. Like how am I? How am I gonna do that? Yeah, I mean the ocean monument would be fine, I guess. It would be more interesting to see how you're gonna randomize it a bit, right, or make it a little bit more unique whilst keeping the shape. Like, I mean, but it's similar to what I did for the Desert Temple, right? There's a fair amount of similarities to what I did here, right? Where it's just like the overlay, and then I just randomized the bottom in this case, and this is just even like a standard. So I'm not gonna do it. Like that's not to read. Do you even know how the series work? Have you watched it? If you say no, you better watch it after stream. Just so you know, right? Like you better watch the it's like not even 30 minutes total, right? And then you should also like, comment, and subscribe, of course, right? I mean, you know, you gotta you gotta do the thingies, right? Low key. See, all right, watch it. It's worth a watch. It's not that long. Things that someone says to cause amusement. Why are we getting the legal definition of a joke? Wait. Grass, are you a chatbot? Are you AI? Are you a robot? Just checking. Just want to know. Anyhow, all right. Um, I noted the what is this called? The mine shaft, and I'll consider doing that one. I think what would be interesting is to find a way to make it have different layouts depending on if it's like loaded in air or if it's loaded inside blocks itself, right? Because I think they kind of do that now as well, but I don't know how they do it because mine shafts are not programmed the same way as other structures. Think twice. Sorry, you cannot generate response. See, I knew it. But yeah, I need to find a way. Maybe I think the hardest part here is like the design wise. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. It's not gonna be super complex. I don't want to overdo it, right? I think the trickiest part here is gonna figure out how to make it like different for open cave areas and just normal stuff. Can you explain simpler? Right. Wait. Uh. Well, that was okay. See how these spawn with like the chains and stuff because they're like in an open or like they've been loaded inside a cave area, where these don't have that because this was what I would assume to be solid blocks, right? So the solid block areas spawn like this, right? Like these mine shafts. Exciting stuff. Golden apple. Oh, I called it. I definitely called it. It wasn't a gold apple though, but would be a good friend of the Minecraft AI. Do we have a Minecraft AI yet? Is that a thing? I saw the building thing though, but yeah, and these load with like the chains going all the way up to the ceiling. So I need to see if that's possible. And like this one just spawns without any support, right? Or like the supports are at the bottom, right? Like supports at the bottom, and then some of these have supports at the top, right? And like a bit of both. So yeah, I need to see how the hell they did that. Then we got like random floating stuff. And I mean, it might have been a bit dark, guys. Apologies for that. But yeah, that's I think the hardest part about the mine shafts is seeing how you're doing this, right? Or like being able to differentiate between those. Not sure if that's possible because mine shafts are like old feature generation. They work differently from the newer features, the newer structures, right? That's why I loaded it in like this instead of whatever this is, right? Same for like the stronghold, the fortress, that's the pyramid. Ocean Monument is also not a real structure. Um, and this one is kind of like in between because it has structure elements, but it doesn't have jigsaw blocks. So it's kind of like half half. Mojang wasn't sure what they wanted to do there. That they decided to do like neither. Um, and then everything else is properly done as structured. Oh, that's not true. Mob spawners no, witches hut no, and the what is this? Jungle temple also are not normal structures. So yeah, they require a bit more of additional rework and rethinking in some cases. Well, that's fine. All right, guys. It was fun, but I'm gonna call it. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna stream again either tomorrow or in the weekend. Um, there was a certain structure and make the real generator custom one instead. Yes, you can just either override it or you can just turn it off and just create a new structure instead. But basically overriding it does the same thing, right? So that's what I do for instance, my stronghold, right? Just gets overwritten by my version of it. And the same for the Nether Fortress, which is the new or like the actual structure generation type, right? So yes, you can just overwrite them and then use the new method because they are considered structures. Doesn't It's not the case for this one though, because this is not even considered a structure at all, the mob spawner. So that one is even more unique than the rest. Yeah. Still, but there is a way to do those as well, but it's a bit convoluted. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but it's with the thing that also plays bone blocks, right? That places these. Is to create the mineshaft, right? I mean, yes, but the thing with the mineshaft is it's easy to create. It's just hard to create the different variants for like open space and like closed space. I'm not sure if that's possible. That's what I need to think about, right? How to do that. That's the only debate there. Like it's the structure itself is fine. It's more if it needs to be an open mineshaft space, how would I make it look good, right? And I have some ideas, but I need to, yeah, I need to try. I don't know for sure, so I'll have to see. All right. Anyhow, guys, bye. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for chatting and being here and stuff like that. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel and consider checking out the rest of the videos, of course. If you haven't already. And enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time zone you are in. And I hope to see you another time again. Also, spaghetti. I don't know why. Okay, bye. And we sign off with a only for you to sign off with Bicro. All right. Bicro is going to be €4 minimum, of course. I mean, the channel membership minimum, basically, which is like The cheap one is like €1. So, it's not even that expensive. I made it very cheap. But that's what if you want me to sign up with Bicro, that's what you need to. Yeah, that's the cost, of course. Makes sense. So yeah, I'm unemployed, not my problem. All right, bye, people. What the fuck is here? Okay, goodbye, guys. Thank you for joining. Saying please is not gonna do it. Stop talking. Stop talking. I feel bad for like say okay, no, bye, bye. I'm gonna stop now. Bye, humans. Yeah, sure. You're all clankers. Spaghetti.